Have you ever opened your mailbox, saw something from your doctor or your insurance company and thought, uh-oh, what now? You open it up and it looks like a bill, but then it says, this is not a bill. Still, that envelope is filled with codes, numbers, confusing language that makes you wonder, what am I exactly supposed to do with that? If that's ever happened to you, you're not alone. That's the world of medical claims. And today, I want to break it down in a way that hopefully makes a little bit more sense. So let's walk through the life cycle of a medical claim step by step. Let's say you go to the doctor or urgent care, maybe even have a lab test or a surgery done. You're focused on your health, as you should be. But in the background, that visit kicks off a whole process. Here's what's really happening behind the scenes. Your doctor's office doesn't just send you a bill afterwards. Instead, they submit a claim to your insurance company. Think of a claim like a super detailed receipt. It shows what services you received, your diagnosis, procedure codes, and what they're charging for each part of the visit. That claim then gets sent electronically, usually within a few days, to your insurance company. Now the ball's in the insurance company's court, or your third-party administrator if you're a self-funded plan. The insurance company starts reviewing everything. They're asking questions like, is this covered under the plan? Was this medically necessary? Was the provider in network? Has the deductible been met? Sometimes they might even request more information like medical records, especially if you're having an expensive procedure done. Once they're done reviewing, the plan then pays its share of the claim. So let's say your plan pays 80% after the deductible. That means you might be responsible for the other 20%, which is called your coinsurance. Now here's where it can get a little bit tricky. You get something in the mail called an EOB, or explanation of benefits. And this is the part most people find confusing. It's not a bill, but it does show what the provider billed, what the plan paid, and what you may still owe. And yes, that amount might include a copay, deductible, or your share of the cost. Then, after all that, you may get a separate bill from the provider for your portion. So why does any of this matter? Because when you understand how a medical claim flows behind the scenes, you're no longer in the dark. You can then catch billing errors, double check your insurance was used correctly, and ask better questions when something doesn't look right. And if you're in HR or finance, this knowledge is gold. It can help you educate employees, reduce frustration, and build more confidence around your benefits plan. So if you ever need help walking through a claim or want to help your team understand their EOBs, I'd be glad to help. Because understanding your benefits shouldn't be confusing, and it definitely shouldn't be scary.